Welcome back. Tonight, New Providence has full power after what BC says is the first island-wide blackout in almost 3 years. Around 10 o'clock this morning, a private tractor working on the New Providence Gateway project hit an overhead line on John F. Kennedy Drive, causing a fault resulting in an island-wide disruption. BC workers hit the road to restore power this morning and said they got everyone back on around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Well, Prime Minister Ingram has made it clear on several occasions that he is satisfied that his third non-consecutive term was full of accomplishments and achievements that will make history. He revealed his Election Day agenda to reporters on Friday.
Absolutely nothing. At home, at my house here in Nassau. As I told you all before, my friend Alfonso Elliott has been ill. He came back in Nassau yesterday, and I promised to spend the day with him. I have no regrets. I did all the best I could. Every day of my life. And if the people of the Bahamas want me to continue, I would be happy to continue.
The Honorable Earl DeVoe will go down in history as the country's first environment minister. Minister DeVoe will be retiring from frontline politics, but before leaving, all of the government agencies and departments, as well as non-government organizations under his portfolio, came together at the Bahamas National Trust to host a farewell and appreciation luncheon.
Minister is a hard taskmaster, very hard. But I've found him to be invaluable. At the end of the day, if we have all accomplished something, if we all learn from our mistakes, and if we all see a way forward, then your job is well done. Well done, sir.
I personally like to thank you for the opportunity to serve and to make a contribution under your administration, and for your guidance and help when I didn't know the way forward.
Minister, I do thank you deeply for ensuring that the Bahamas National Trust is reintegrated and recognized by government and so many of our partners as not an outlying NGO, but as an integrated part of protecting the Bahamian environment.
Minister DeVoe says he's leaving with fond memories and experiences, noting that you can't develop the Bahamas unless you build sustainable partnerships.
In our small country, if we don't remain focused, bring our best to the table, represent it, fight for it, trust me, no one else is doing it. And my message to you and to me is that we are responsible. If we don't protect the integrity of our positions and work toward protecting them, and ensure that, like me, when your day comes to move on, you do in fact move on and move out and leave the office hold and leave people able to say, yeah, he was there. We fought sometimes, we agreed sometimes, but we move forward most of the time. That really is the message for our country.
F&M candidate for Fox Hill, Chanel Ferguson, and her team cleaned up 2 areas in the Fox Hill community recently. The areas include the Foxdale Community Park and the ruins of Judge Robert Sandlin's homestead. Ferguson says residents of the Foxdale area wanted to see some progress on the cleanup of one of the main parks in that area.
Having talked to the residents and talked to the people that live near to the park, we got in some dumpsters to help to clean up the park. The people nearby had done a significant amount of work in trying to keep the area clean, but more needed to be done. So with our own resources and under our own steam, and because of our own interest and care, we went to work to clean up the park. We brought in 1 dumpster and we hired men out of this community.
Child Protection Month was last month, and members of the Suspected Child Abuse and Neglect Unit in the Ministry of Health are continuing to raise awareness of the increase of this social issue. They recently recognized students participating in their annual poem competition. LaDon Davis has more.
I feel that it should stop, and child abuse is very bad because all children should have their freedom to do what they want.
That's Gambier Primary School 6th grade student and this year's SCAN poem winner and ambassador, 12-year-old Deschanel Hogg, giving her feelings on the impact of child abuse on her peers. She says social issues like this one actually encouraged her to write this winning article.
It's all about how they're treating you. They give you slaps, kicks, and punches too. That's not the way they should discipline you.
Now, according to registered nurse Basha Smith, the number of reported cases of neglect spiked from 252 to 254 cases, and the total number of reported incidents of child abuse stood at 636 last year. Smith says that's why this poem competition is so important, as it gives those affected and targeted the opportunity to spread the message.
The best way to prevent child abuse is to educate. Educate, educate. If children know what to look for, how to say no, good touch, bad touch, how to protect themselves, and if in the event that it does happen, who to report to.
With 52 students participating in the competition from schools in the capital and for the first time in the Family Islands, Smith told us just how the mind-blowing article was selected.
It was very difficult to choose a winner, but of course at the end when we looked at her poem and the fact that it covers all areas of child abuse, reporting what parents shouldn't do, and the fact that she ends with, don't forget, one day I'm becoming just like you.
All winning poems submitted from 2009 to 2012 are being compiled in a booklet and will be printed for distribution to all schools around the country later this year. LaDawn Davis, ZNS News.